Hey guys, so Arna has been released for quite some time, and I'll just be going through what I think of her. First, let's take a look at her base stats. Obviously, we all know that this is the new highest base speed in the game, after Rhianna and Kayron at 129. So obviously, after you put your gear together with speeds and all that, your RNL's top speed should be +4 from your Rhianna's top speed. And self crit imprint, which is really strong, considering that she kinda has to crit, especially for a lot of combos that go with her, such as Commander Pebble and all that. And let's take a look at skills. Hers is a little bit complicated. Let's take a look at S2 first. So she spawns in as the pink form, which is Rhianna, if I'm not wrong. And so when you press this, it does this top one first, which inflicts bind, decrease defense, and if there's a debuff on the target after the attack, so essentially if you land either one of these, or if there's already a debuff, then she activates Luciella, the blue ones, S1, which is increase attack and deals damage, absorbs some as HP. This one is a lot more damage, so it's kind of a instant nuke in a way. This S2 alone does a lot of damage. And after that, once you cycle to another S2, then you'll be using the blue color girl's S2, which increases attack and does a lot of damage, but it doesn't really put in any debuffs. However, if after attacking, the target is less than half HP, then you activate Rhianna's S1, which is not so much damage, but it does inflict erosion, which uh, deals damage based on the enemy's lost health. So what this means is, if the enemy has like a barrier, and the S1 only does damage to the barrier, essentially erosion does nothing, especially if they are still max HP after the attack. So in PvE, this can be really good. Can do like 10k, 20k damage possibly. And yeah, so let's just take a look at the animation. So you see, he procs the defense break, so you attack with the Rhianna's S1. And this one, it just does damage. It's quite a lot of damage actually. And if you take a look at this one, it won't proc the thing because it's not less than half HP, but if it does proc, it will proc. Okay, resisted, but okay, they landed, but I think in just in this area it doesn't detonate. But let's take a look at S3 now. So both of them attack together. So regardless of which form you're in, once you press this S3, you'll do the exact same thing. So it will attack all enemies, and when a target is a hero, not damage sharing. So essentially bring her into lots. You slam the S3, any squishy is probably gonna die. So Rhianna, which is her, the pink color one, dispels 2 buffs from all enemies, inflicting fear. So she's kind of like a debuffer kind of unit, and grants barrier to themselves for 3 turns. This barrier is actually pretty big. It's not really big, but comparatively to her health, it's pretty decent. It's about 5k or 6k. I'm not that sure. And she also grants herself this unique effect that just stays there throughout. Even if Noto's press is S3, it will still be there. And what this does is increases evasion by 70% and increases the stats of both of them respectively. So for the pink one, which is the debuffer, she gets more effectiveness equal to 30% of the speed, which means if your speed is like 300, you'll get about 90, if I'm not wrong, 90 effectiveness for free, which allows her to essentially, you don't have to build effectiveness unless you really want to like trap and go defenses and stuff. But overall, the effectiveness from this is enough to land on most of the things you want to land. But it doesn't hurt to build more, of course. And then for the blue one, you get crit damage based on 30% of speed, so it's like 90 around there, depending on your speed gear. So a lot of people, what I notice a lot of people do is they put crit damage necklace on her, and if you factor in this crit damage buff, you actually overcap quite easily. So I think the play would be to go for attack percent necklace. And yeah, that's pretty much it to the character. She's kind of more confusing in a way, but as you guys can see from how she's been running rampant in RTA and literally everywhere, she's so fast, it's pretty hard to outspeed her. I personally had to run a 316 plus 12 A mid just to possibly race her in Fight Arena. And in RTA, she's just a freaking demon, right? She does too much, honestly. She does too much. I don't know what Smuggy was thinking when they were designing this. She's really overpowered, but honestly, given today's meta, maybe it's not that overpowered after all. Well, anyways, let me know what your thoughts on this character are in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.